I keep wanting to pinch myself. Is this for real?
20 single musicians.
Everyone's vibing.
Looking for love.
Hello Bachelor Nation, I'm Lou Milano, the rightful host of All Things Bachelor, here with an exciting message about a former I-95 employee, Matt Renato. Matt is a cast member on The Bachelor Presents, Listen to Your Heart. Matt was chosen for the new show because of his amazing musical talent and being as good looking as he is, probably did not hurt. Matt lives in L.A. now but is originally from Milford, Connecticut. The Bachelor Presents, Listen to Your Heart airs at 8/7C on ABC every Monday night, and I recommend it for anyone. You don't have to be a fan of any of the previous Bachelor or Bachelorette shows because this show is centered around the musicianship of the cast members, and the lineup is loaded with gifted people. For about the last 5 years, Matt and his cousin Colin Monahan, also from Milford, Connecticut, have made waves heading up a band called Brother Stone and the Get Down. The two describe the project as an American neo-soul/pop R&B group. Their aptitude and passion for music is undeniable, and it's no surprise network TV came calling. So how did Matt do on the debut episode of The Bachelor TV show? He'll tell you, without spoilers, that he got himself in trouble with a possible love interest, was hilarious, and from a personal perspective reminded me why I loved having him here when he worked at I-95. Here he admits to not knowing who Chris Harrison, Bachelor host, is. My wife thinks he was lying and he'll come back to her, but if you know him, you know he either does not know his name or forgot it. Mind you, this happened in like the first 5 minutes of the show. Yes, Chris Hemsworth, go with that. Matt was not done making insane first impressions. For his next act he made a love connection with a young lady on the show. He spent most of the first episode flirting with her, and then he got a date card. He proceeds to tell this woman that had been hanging out with, he would take her on the date. Smash cut to decision time, and he chose another woman to go on the date with. The first woman was livid and spent a lot of the episode crying or talking smack about him. I laughed like a maniac watching him try and explain how he came to this decision. This choice put his time in the house in serious jeopardy because the women would be giving out the famous roses. If you want to know if he survived week 1, you'll need to go watch the first episode. Whatever Matt's fate is/will be on this show, I can tell you that I know this will be a springboard for his music career, and he deserves it. He's a true talent, a hard worker and a funny guy. The sky's the limit. I can speak for everyone here when I say, Matt, your I-95 family is rooting for you. When Matt has hit it big, he'll be able to tell the story of how I got to see him perform at our I-95 Christmas party with no prep time years ago. Check out some of the work that led him to the success he is enjoying now. P.S. My wife and I spent most of Monday night arguing about the first episode. First, she thinks he was lying about not knowing Chris Harrison, as I mentioned earlier. After that, she, Erica, moved on to telling me he never worked at I-95, false. Finally, she said I've never mentioned him before, which is a lie because I presented the idea a few years back of setting he and my sister-in-law Patty up on a date since they both were single and living in L.
I keep wanting to pinch myself. Is this for real?
20 single musicians.
Everyone's vibing.
Looking for love.